Football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo set to visit Hong Kong for opening of pop-up museum. Football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo is set to visit Hong Kong next year for the opening of a pop-up museum highlighting his achievements, the Post has learned. A contract for a Cristiano Ronaldo signature museum in Hong Kong was signed last month, a source said on Tuesday. The Portuguese star was said to be excited about the possibility of coming to the city and presenting his museum for the first time in Asia, the insider added. The museum will operate for around a year from June next year to May 2026. A spokesman for local organizers Starshine Holdings Group and Asia Partners IFBD Corporation said the museum would feature engaging football activities, three-dimensional displays highlighting the players' achievements, and a photo booth. Visitors will have the opportunity to explore an extensive collection of trophies and accolades won by Cristiano Ronaldo, celebrating his unparalleled legacy in the world of football, the spokesman added. Visitors will also be able to buy exclusive CR7 museum merchandise, including signed items. Ronaldo wears the number 7 shirt for Portugal. Organizers said the presence of Ronaldo along with other renowned footballers was anticipated for the museum's grand opening, but would be subject to their schedules. The spokesman added that more than 12 million tourists were expected to visit, significantly boosting Hong Kong's visibility on the global stage. The venue has yet to be confirmed, but organizers said tickets would be available for purchase as early as December. The organizers also said on Tuesday they would be hosting 2 additional mega events related to football scheduled for July and September 2025, with details coming soon. The 39-year-old footballer, whose full name is Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, has a permanent CR7 museum in his home city, Funchal, on the island of Madeira. Ronaldo has a massive following on social media, recently announcing he had 1 billion followers across various platforms. He has been the longtime record holder for the most followers on Instagram, with 640 million. A CR7 signature museum was also launched in November last year in the Saudi Arabian capital Riyadh, where Ronaldo has been playing for the Al Nassr Football Club since leaving Manchester United in 2023. Ronaldo's older brother and manager of the CR7 Museum, Hugo dos Santos Aveiro, was in Hong Kong for 3 days in September to secure the agreement. He was also said to have met with government representatives on September 12. While the museum agreement was signed under Ronaldo's individual capacity, the player was last in the region in January with Al Nassr for 2 friendly matches in the mainland Chinese city of Shenzhen. However, a muscle injury resulted in his appearance on the pitch being cancelled, prompting organizers to issue full ticket refunds and a personal apology for the star player with plans to return at a later date. The Hong Kong government is aiming to develop sports and attract tourists through a number of new initiatives, including by hosting mega events. Authorities said in October they expected to host more than 20 events this year supported by the Mark system, a government fund for backing major sporting events. The initiative has not been without its hiccups. Hong Kong suffered a blow earlier this year when another football superstar, Lionel Messi, failed to play at a much-anticipated and much-advertised friendly match between his Inter Miami Football Club and a Hong Kong side. His absence was blamed on a leg injury, although Messi stepped onto the pitch days later for a game in Japan. The government spent the following weeks demanding an answer, while angry fans called for a refund, with organizer Tatler Asia agreeing to return 50%. Tatler also withdrew its application for 16 million Hong Kong dollars in government funding. Ronaldo on target. Hong Kong heartache. What happened overnight in the world of sport? Choosing the right time to walk away is one of the toughest tasks for any sportsperson. Adding to the complexity of the decision for those individuals is that their retirement date is a matter for public discussion. If someone is comfortable with when they choose to bow out, though, who are we to tell them otherwise? Selfishly, we might want our enduring memories of our heroes to be of them in their pomp, duking with fellow greats and winning much more than they lose. But if they want to hang around for an encore, why not? Was Andy Murray's valedictory tour not uplifting and perhaps an even more compelling exhibition of one man's courage and tenacity than anything he showed in winning 3 Grand Slam titles during men's tennis's most formidable era? As long as nobody is getting hurt, why not carry on? This is evidently the view of Cristiano Ronaldo, who is showing no signs of wanting to hang up his boots more than 22 years after making his professional debut for Sporting Lisbon in August 2002. Ronaldo has been roundly pilloried for his international performances over the past few years, and he, unarguably, looked a husk of his former self at this summer's European Championship. If he wants to keep going and people want to keep picking him, though, that is his call. Footballers are routinely told they do not care enough, and that is never an accusation you could level at a player who has won 7 domestic titles, 4 UEFA Champions Leagues and 1 European Championship, but still looks happy as a sandboy when he scores for Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. You cannot keep the 39-year-old out of the news, and that is where we begin, as we recap what happened while you were sleeping. Ronaldo's goals race. If his advancing years cannot get in the way of Cristiano Ronaldo's quest for 1,000 career goals, then what were the chances for a defender from the heart of Premier League Southampton's leaky backline? Jan Bednarek and his Poland teammates resisted Ronaldo for 37 minutes in a Nations League match in Warsaw, but as sure as night follows day, when Rafael Leo's shot thudded back off a post, the 39-year-old was on hand to slot home the rebound. Bernardo Silva had already given Portugal the lead by this point, as the visitors eased to their 3rd straight Nations League victory. There was a fright late on when Piotr Zielinski netted after 78 minutes, but Portugal wrapped up their 3-1 win when the luckless Bednarek diverted a Nuno Mendes delivery into his own net. Whether he likes it or not, though, it was the bashful Ronaldo who stole the headlines. He extended his record international goals tally to 133, and moved 94 away from the magical 4-figure mark he is evidently pursuing. Is he likely to get there? Well, Roberto Martinez, the Portugal boss, would be no more likely to fly to the moon than leave Ronaldo out of his starting lineup, while the former Manchester United and Real Madrid forward has scored 72 times in 22 months with Al Nassr. If that chiseled body continues cooperating with a singularity-driven mind, then we reckon the 41-year-old Ronaldo might reach the 1,000 mark around 2 years from now, but not before he is widely derided for a string of underwhelming performances as Portugal limp out of the 2026 World Cup finals. Please do not bookmark this. Cristiano Ronaldo to score a header tonight is boosted to 6-1, as Portugal travel to Hampden Park to take on a struggling Scotland side in the Nations League. Portugal are short odds-on favourites to make it 4 wins from 4 at this year's Nations League, when they take on Scotland at Hampden Park tonight. Portugal got the better of Scotland when these two teams met last month, with Cristiano Ronaldo's goal in the 88th minute handing the hosts a last-gasp 2-1 victory in Lisbon. That was yet another tough defeat for Scotland at this year's Nations League, with Steve Clarke's side having lost all 3 of their games across their campaign by a goal. Despite being there or thereabouts in each and every fixture, Scotland are sizable 9-2 outsiders to secure the win on home soil. For those anticipating a draw, that is the second best backed result in the head-to-head market at 10-3. In addition to the full-time result market read-on as we dissect the price boosts on offer for this clash. The boosts include Scott McTominay to have 1+ shots on target at 1-1, Ronaldo to win 3+ fouls at 11-2, and Ronaldo to score a header at 6-1. McTominay had 2 shots on target the last time he faced Portugal, while Ronaldo won 3 fouls in his last game. Additionally, Ronaldo has scored just shy of 150 headed goals across club and international competition throughout his career to date. Sky Bet odds in full-time result market for Scotland versus Portugal.